Hey, how's everybody doing today? For some of you, this is going to be the most boring film you've ever seen, and for others, it's going to be amazing. It is the Statesville Historical Collection. There's a man that has this entire collection. He's been in small stores before. This used to be, I think, a furniture store back in the day. We are in downtown Statesville, which is beautiful. It's starting to grow. There are still a few empty stores, but they are really doing a great job of refurbishing the downtown. You know how it is with every town. When the malls came in, the downtown's closed, but you know, they're really, again, doing a great job. But I thought we'd go in and take a look. There's some very interesting things from the past. And of course, this is all going to be about Statesville. I did do a video one time on Statesville, and it seemed to be very popular. So I hope you guys will like it. If you don't, it's okay, you don't have to watch it. But anyway, we're gonna go in and I'm gonna let you look around a little bit. Okay, when you walk in the door, you just see a lot of old pictures of downtown Statesville. And it tells you what they are. Like, look at this. There's horse and buggy on the downtown streets. Same buildings. There's livery stables. Look at the old Model Ts. So the whole wall here is covered with old pictures. I'm going to let you look at the building. Pretty cool. It's good that they've saved the building too. Look at this old desk. Love it. And this is Statesville High School, class of 1954. Merchant Farmers Bank. See if I can get in a little bit closer. Look how old that is. My goodness sake. But there's so much. Belk's is still operating today. It's family owned here in North Carolina. There's actually one in Ashland, Kentucky too. You know, guys, I miss the old days like that. And I was born in the 50s, but I was too young to really remember it, but that was the good old days. Got a lot of things from local pharmacies. Soft drinks made in Statesville from 1910 to 1960. Look at that gold Coke bottle. Oh, look at that. I'm going to back up. This is a fire alarm telegraphed cable box. Okay, I'm going to back up. I don't do well at this. Sorry, I'm not backing up, am I? Let me look and see if I can get it. Isn't that amazing? I guess that was, you would pull that if there was a fire. Soapbox derby car. Anyway, let's go back. Look at this old clock. And that's old. There's another one too, WSIC. Listen to Joltin' Joe. The Vance Hotel. We'll go back to that case in just a minute. The Vance Hotel still sits on the corner. And this is the barber shop down there. This is what it looked like back in the day. It's sitting there empty now. There's a fence around it, so I'm hoping they're going to refurbish it. But this talks about the Vance. Lyndon Johnson, George C. Scott stayed there. There was also a movie made around there too. The Vance Motor Hotel. So cool. Okay, but these are just local artifacts. Oh, there's a glare, sorry, on the window. Now the next thing we're going to come up on is the old soda fountain, soda chairs in here, but there's a couple gentlemen sitting there. Before we look at that, there's a bell over here. Let's look at the bell. Oh, it's going to tell me what it is. It says the story of the mysterious church bell. And that must be where the bell came from.
Okay. So they ran off the very
So I'm going to turn around and let you look at the soda fountain here.
Made them do that. And there were either 22 or 23 people killed
This is from Woolworths.
immediately.
Luncheonette.
The crash itself.
Oh man, isn't that
drowning
cool?
in the creek.
Missed that too. We had Kresge's in our hometown, but this is Woolworths.
The hotel was the portico in front of us, the building standing here at the time.
See the
On
old,
that night, they declared this building
see the old
emergency hospital.
milkshake makers, and I tell you, they made the best milkshakes, better than I've ever had before,
They didn't have a hospital.
and I haven't had since. Okay, now we're coming into some military. Isn't this incredible? This is one man's collection, and as you can tell, he is devoted. But I would tell you to come here. It's downtown Statesville. You could spend hours in here. There's just picture after picture of the old buildings. These are big doings going on here. Look at the girls. Definitely the 50s. Remember the old beauty pageants? 1948 Christmas parade. Now they have all the yearbooks here of people that went to school here. You can actually come and look up your picture in the yearbook if you happen not to buy it. This is the Merchant and Farmers Bank. A lot of pictures of that. Bruno lost, so did Dixie. Now this building right here still stands today. It's down here on the corner. It's a visitor center. I think it used to be City Hall. Oh, there's the premiere of Gone with the Wind at the State Theater. Sorry for the glare. In 1940. Gone with the Wind, 3 shows daily. Look at the Christmas parade. Look how many people. The Ryan White story was filmed here in 1988. Leatherheads was filmed here. I think George Clooney was in that. Yeah, George Clooney, Renee Zellweger. My goodness, they're ringing the bell. They did film the movie Leatherheads here. Brad Pitt in Stoning in Fulham County was filmed here in 1988. Oh my gosh, in 1958 classic Thunder Road, Lucas Doolan, played by Robert Mitchum, finds a 100-pound sack of Statesville flour mill's finest. And also a movie called Discarded Things was filmed here. Oh, a lot of movies filmed here. One of Their Own, The Boneyard, The Feud, Pendulum Swings. One of Their Own. There's Brad Pitt. There's George Clooney. Yeah. Okay. Look at the trains. Definitely trains. There's a station here. They've got a ticket booth. Look at that. It looks like an oil dike. We're going to walk up this one side and then come down the middle. This was dedicated to the Statesville Police Department. A lot of their pictures. Statesville PD. Again, you need to come because there's just no way. And it doesn't cost anything. It's free. I mean, I just walked in. I think it is. If not, I mean, I'll give him a donation because I think, he has to pay for this to keep this up. The Life and History of Otto Woods, State Prison, 1926 inmate. So there's a book about him. Look, Iredell County Chain Gang. Man. Out there in their wagons with their chains working. This is 1929 Highway Patrol. Oh, this is his jacket. Bless his heart. Got some of their uniforms. Now this is military. Look at all the military uniforms. This is the bus depot, probably when they're getting ready to go off to the Second World War. Mom says she remembers when her dad left, and the day he came back 2 years later, he walked from the bus station. He was in the Battle of Okinawa. And she remembers him coming back, gone for 2 years, and he was never the same. She said she could hear him screaming at night. He never would talk about it, but she could hear him screaming in his sleep. Man, what they paid for us so we could be free to protest, right? I'm being sarcastic. This is an auditorium, I guess, with the school here. Maps. It's an old desk. This desk and chair were John A. Scott. He was sitting here when he died in 1950 in his law office across the street on the second floor in the People's Bank building. He was a prominent lawyer for 37 years. Isn't that amazing? Died at his desk. It said he had a heart attack. Hot air balloon. You know, they have a huge balloon festival here every year, and they still have it. So that's just commemorating the balloon festival. I'm going to walk up to the front, and then we'll come back down through the middle. Are y'all bored yet? This clock right here is on the corner of the street on the top of a building still today. J.C. Penney and Company. Just a lot of pictures of downtown. Don't you love the old motor courts? $850 for groceries will be given away. Back in those days, when bread was probably like less than $1, that'd be something, right? You have to be 16 years or older to enter. I'd like to get that now. These are postcards. More downtown. Tons of downtown. There's just thousands of pictures here. The Troutman Cafe open 5 a.m. to 3 p.m. Closed Sundays. This is the Stearns Building. House of the Playhouse Theater, circa 1959 model. The old parking meters. See, they don't have them here. They need to take them out of downtown Huntington if they want the city to grow. Need to get rid of the parking meters, Huntington. Look at the Three Stooges. They performed here in 1947. Can you see it? Sorry for the glare. I don't think I can do anything about it. But there's Moe, Curly, and Shemp. Look at the old milk bottles. Now, you all, I remember we had a metal box out by the front door, and the milkman would leave the milk out there, and Mother would get it. This was probably in the early 60s. Also, remember Charlie Chips? They would bring chocolate chip cookies in big tins, and also potato chips. Do you all remember Charlie Chips? If you're anywhere near my age, you probably do. And man, they were good. Of course, Mom wouldn't allow us to have many sweets. And I always said, when I get older, I'm going to buy whatever I want at the grocery store. And now, I mean, I still do eat junk, but I try to eat fairly good. Fairly healthy. So now we are back to, this is looking up from the auditorium section. And then there's some local singers that came from here. Look at that. On the air, WSIC. Now this is a picture of Sheriff William Franklin Wasson from 1813 to 1893. And he carried out the hanging of Tom Dooley. Wow. On May 1st, 1968, near the Statesville Depot. Wasson died in his home in the Sharpsburg Township and is buried at the Snow Creek United Methodist Church in North Iredell County. Wasn't Tom Dooley? Was that hang your head, Tom Dooley? Lay down your head and cry? He was famous, so he hung him. I'll say it again, y'all can get mad if you want to. But if we start having public hangings, we wouldn't see anything we see going on. It'd all cease. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. I really did. And I hope you guys have a blessed day. Jesus loves you. Until I see you again. Bye. The owner just shared with me that this used to be the Woolworths, where the Historical Society is today, and then before that it was a general store, and that Henry Ford had visited there, and a lot of other famous people. So good to see that the city is still thriving. I want to show you here the clock tower. You saw pictures of it, but it's actually still there from the 1800s.